Hey there, Capricorn. It's Jen from tarotspirit.net. Thank you for joining me. Sorry I didn't get the beginning of July readings out. My family was home. My brother lives in Asia and is only home with his family once a year, so I was spending time with them. So I was just starting to shuffle for you, and a couple cards flew out, so I'm just going to get going. I mean, the first one is the Devil card, which is Capricorn, right? The Devil's in the details, the detail card. It's interesting when signs have, I'm learning that there's positivity in every single card. There's like a blessing. If you can learn the spiritual lesson, a blessing in disguise. So I try not, well, I was just going to say the Devil's a negative card. If you can understand its energy and learn to use it right, which is why it's your card. I think you guys really have learned that and capitalized on it and seen, yeah, being super detailed can be a really huge asset. I think, it's hard though when you are a super detailed oriented person to appreciate people that are not. Because it's just something that is so second nature to you guys that it can cause, whoops, there we go. It can cause conflict. Some people are good at math. Some people, the grammar Nazis that are so, can't wait to criticize someone for missing a comma or spelling something wrong or putting the apostrophe in the wrong place. It's interesting. I find them, I have a few friends like that on Facebook, and they're always posting stuff like that, which I'm very sensitive to because my son's dyslexic and grammar and spelling is not my thing either. So I find it kind of insensitive, but whatever. But then I find them posting stuff about math, like not being able to do math and how, like, it's acceptable to not understand math, but not understanding screwed up English grammar is so I don't know. So I guess it's like meeting people where they are will give you success because you do have the victory card. But it's sort of having to adjust your thinking about something in your life where there's a lot of conflict. Is there a way, and there may not be a way, but is there a way you can shift your, wow, I think it can be in a love situation. If you can shift your thinking about something and realize that people aren't, see, I just said aren't, are there any grammar Nazis out there? People are not, everyone has different things, different details they focus on. So just because it's not a detail you value, doesn't mean it's not a detail that's important. And they may think the same thing about you. They may think, Jesus, you spend so much freaking time worrying about cleaning every little thing, but you're not spending quality time with me, where maybe they focus on, or vice versa, on figuring out ways to spend time and saying, well, the house, I'm not really worried if the dishes sit there because we just spent 3 incredible quality hours together. And so everyone has their own perspective and ideas. And I think this, it's like you're going to make a decision this month, the end of July here, to meet people halfway. Like, this is a truce to me. Oh, wow. And this is my truce card. That's crazy. They're meeting, they're above the emotions, they're above the water, they're meeting on neutral ground and having a heart-to-heart with someone. Figuring out how to live together, how to manage money together, how your thoughts are different. Like, look at this person came over on a raft, see? To talk to this person, and he does have his swords, but he has them down, and it's like, okay, can we get together? I just saw 444. Can we get together here and figure this out? But it's not like this is real. Like it's like you're going to go to therapy with someone, and you're really both going to try and fix it. And it could be with a family member, and it doesn't have to be necessarily a love relationship. It could be with a child. It could be with a workplace. Like really sort of everyone collectively is coming together and truly trying to see if they can figure something out. There is a passion there, and there's success. There is success, but it's like having to let go. I listened to a podcast of Dax Shepard, who's married to Kristen Bell, and they're very open about their relationship and how they go to therapy and how hard it is and how much they work on it. And so he has a podcast called Armchair Expert, and she was one of his first guests. And in the intro to the podcast is him saying that they were fighting before it, and he almost didn't want to put it up because he was being really controlling and she was pissed at him. And I would just suggest listening to it because it's really interesting to sort of hear them work through it. And I don't know. That's just kind of reminding me that you may be going through that type of process. Let's get to the good shit. Enough of that. You have the Wish card. You have the Two of Cups, which is true love. You have this really inspiring, passionate energy right there. You do have the Eight of Cups. It's like you may need to realize you need to let something go, though. You may have tried everything I was just talking about, and it's not working. You're the only one trying, or it's just not going to work. You're both tried, not going to work, not a match. It's like time to move on. And new love, new communications about love coming in. I mean, maybe you went through this process I was talking about a long time ago, but you've just really sort of let go or processed the lesson, and now you're open. And the Emperor's like, you have to make the decisions that are right for you. It doesn't mean you're being selfish, but you and you alone. Sometimes when we're in relationships, and even our family can do this, we can have people that are really invested and really pressure people to make certain decisions. But in the end, whatever decision you make, you're the one who has to deal with the consequences. So it can be difficult to get to a point in your life, even as an older person, if your parents are still around, to be like, I'm going to do this, and I know my parents probably aren't going to understand it or support me, and having the courage to say, this is my life to live, and I need to make decisions that are right for me. Because if you keep making decisions for everyone else, maybe you have a partner that was very controlling. Although there is sort of a lack of responsibility if you're with a super controlling person, and you always have this excuse, well, I can't do that because they won't let me. I can't do that because they'll get mad. So maybe really sort of realizing that was sort of an excuse you used to hold yourself back and not push forward and live authentically. But this is a time of new beginnings, fresh starts, wishes being granted, a new relationship, or a new emotional beginning with someone, or a brand new love relationship where you're both ready. You're both ready to work on things. You've dealt with your inner and outer demons already, and let things go. Learn to let things go. So coming into a new relationship, it's not so much about trying to control how the other person acts, but taking responsibility for yourself and showing up that way. And it may just be a very different relationship because of the level of maturity and wisdom that you're bringing into it. It'll very likely be a victory. So thanks for watching, Scorpio. I hope you have a great rest of July. Take care.